and welcome to this new video. In this video we are going to talk about the canter and how to sit in the canter and how to follow the horse's movement in canter. I'm also going to demonstrate this on the horse, and I'm going to demonstrate some very typical mistakes that riders often make in the canter. And I'm also going to show you an exercise that you can do off the horse to improve your seat in the canter and also your symmetry. So now I'll show you. So I'll take this position. So let's say that I'm cantering to the left. So my left hip is a little bit more forward. And now what's important to understand is that most of the horse's movement we need to absorb from our hips and our pelvis, and also from our knees and our ankles. So all those joints need to be supple. Of course also our upper body needs to be supple, but we don't want too much movement coming from our upper body. That's very typical mistake that I'll show you later. We need our upper body to be more stable and then absorb the movement from our lower body more. So now if we think about the canter, it's kind of this rolling motion, and you can think that it's kind of like a ball rolling backwards here in your hips. So it's your hips that needs to be supple, and that's where you need to be able to move, to be able to follow the horse's movement. Now let's see what happens if I lock my hips. So now my upper body starts to swing back and forth, and that's actually quite a common mistake that I see a lot, and quite often it's just because our hips, or the rider's hips, are not absorbing the movement correctly. Now we also don't want the movement to translate into our upper body, so let's say I'm cantering again. We don't want this to happen, so we don't want to swing with our pelvis too much either, and we don't want our spine to go like this. So we want that stability in our upper body and in our core, so we can really move from our hips. And now let's see what happens if I lock my ankles. And again, this movement becomes really like jerky, if that's the right word, I don't know. So it's really like a block or a lock anywhere in this whole chain is going to affect your position and your ability to move with your horse. So you really need to have those joints supple. And now this is a very good exercise that you can do, just trying to find that movement here from your hips, and also trying to find that suppleness in your knees and in your ankles, and then the stability in your upper body. It doesn't mean that we should be stiff in our upper body either, so we need to be able to relax our shoulders and our hands to be able to follow the horse's head and neck movement with our hands. So, but we want that certain stability in our upper body to keep our upper body still. Now also try this the other side, and you might notice that one or the other side is easier and one or the other is more difficult. Like for me, this going to the right feels so much more fluid and so much more natural, and then going to the left feels a little bit more difficult. So this is actually a great way also to try and make yourself more symmetrical, is to just to actually find your asymmetries, and then just off the horse trying to find that same movement on both sides. And this is actually a good way to warm yourself up before you get on the horse and start riding, because you really need to find that suppleness from your joints. So next we're going to look at these things on the horse. So now let's look at the same things in canter. So when I'm sitting in canter, I need to find that kind of ball rolling motion from my hips, like this. Like it's like this ball rolling, and she's a little bit like thinking what I'm doing, like this. And also I need to keep my knees and my ankles soft. And now let's see what happens if I lock my hips. So I cannot really follow the horse's movement. I think she's gonna get mad at me. Next, let's see what happens if I lose my core stability. So again, then I'm like this spaghetti. Go forward. And then let's see what happens if I lock my ankles. Again, she's just gonna fall into trot because I cannot follow the horse's movement at all. And now I think she's getting really mad at me. So we need all those building blocks so we can find the correct seat in canter. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Remember to subscribe and also like the video if you did like it. And put your suggestions down below if you have any for future videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!